Rebecca and Emma, what would happen if you put a plastic bag over a seed?
I think it will suffocate. I think it could die.
What will happen to the seeds if they are planted and put into a press? I think they might get no air and die.
I think they won't get any light or air and die.
Rosie and Catherine, how long does it take seeds to grow?
I think it'll probably take 2 weeks or 3.
If they give them plenty of water and plenty of the light, they'll grow faster.
What will happen to the seeds if they are planted and placed in the fridge?
I think they will die without water.
I think they might die because they'll be too cold.
Here we are today at Scoil Linbh Íosa interviewing Michelle Mortimer about her experiment.
We done an experiment on seeds will only grow in clay, and here you can see is we put seeds in tissue with no clay and they didn't grow. So this proves that seeds will only grow in clay.
Set up an experiment to prove air is needed for seeds to germinate.
The mustard seeds, the different type of seeds this time. We're going to put some water into the seed, into the containers, and then we're going to put them in the plastic bag, and after a few days we're going to check if they grow.
The next person we're going to talk to today is Shannon Coley. Shannon, could you please tell us what experiment did you do?
We had to plant these seeds and put them into a pot, and we had to put a bag over them. Let's see if they've grown. They haven't grown. This means that they need air to survive.
The experiment we set up was to show that water is needed for seeds to grow. We set up an experiment that water goes into one and doesn't go into the other, and the one that water went into grew, and the one that water didn't go into didn't grow. So that proves that water is needed for seeds to grow.
Claire, could you please tell us what experiment you did?
Yes, our group did an experiment to show that light is needed for a seed to grow. We put this seed in a dark press. It had air and water. These seeds didn't grow. This shows light is needed for a seed to grow.
Set up an experiment to prove heat is needed for seeds to germinate.
Oh yeah, you put the brown seeds in here. Okay.
This is the last interview with Rebecca Fox. Rebecca, could you please tell us what experiment you did?
Yes, indeed. We had to prove that heat was needed for plants. So we put the plant into a closed place like the fridge to see will it grow, but it didn't. This proves that heat is needed for plants to grow.